My name is Brandon Helwig. I'm with UCFsports.com, and I'm excited today to be joined by the newest commitment, Antonio Grier Jr., linebacker transfer from the University of South Florida. Thanks for catching up with me, Antonio. What's this been like the last couple weeks? I know it's been a little while since you went through your high school recruitment. I think you were class of 2018, and I know it's kind of like recruiting all over again. So, what was it like? I mean, I guess you maybe had an idea during the season you were going the portal. You get in the portal, schools reach out. What's it kind of been like these last few weeks for you?
Um, it's been a bit stressful, a tad bit stressful. Just talking to a lot of coaches and getting the vibe over the phone and a few visits here and there and stuff like that. So overall, it's been good. It's glad to know that I hold value within the college and college program and CAA as well as a football player. And it was good, honestly. It kind of felt good to get hit up by coaches and a lot of coaches showing interest and a lot of schools showing interest and stuff like that. So it was.
Yeah. I got you. So tell me a little bit about UCF. Obviously, this is a school you're familiar with, the war on I-4. Obviously, rivals the last few years. So what did you kind of know about UCF? Obviously, they hit you up when you got in the portal. Were you receptive initially, or what was kind of your preconceptions, and what do you think once you finally got started talking to the coaching staff?
So originally how it started, Coach P. Will hit me up. And before that, I had to talk to my defense, co-defensive coordinator, linebacker coach Ernie Sims, and him and T. Will is very good friends. And my coach basically just gave me a call and just kind of gave me a little rundown of Coach T. Will and how good of a person he was and stuff like that. And basically let me know that he's a great person rather than a great coach. Relationships, you want to get around people that that when you're done with football, they'll still help you. If you have a freak injury or something like that, they're still going to be there for you. So, man, my first time talking to T. Will, man, he gave me a call, and it was like greatness ever since that conversation we had, man.
Yeah.
Great. He got so much energy, man. He called me. And I'm like, what up, coach? You know what's going on? He introduced himself and everything. He told me that he talked to Coach Sims. And I was like, yeah, he told me a little bit. And he told me a little bit about I told him a little bit about me. And, shoot, like the next day, he was like, hey, I'm going to come visit you. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So after that, it was history.
Yeah. So, I mean, just kind of tell me, obviously, you put out the big news earlier today. You're committed. I know you visited over the weekend. So, what was it about UCF that made you want to be a Knight? Like, what are the biggest things that stood out? Like, why are you so excited right now?
I'm first excited because it's a new journey in my life. You know what I'm saying? It's a new journey, and I got a new opportunity, a great opportunity to showcase my talent on a bigger stage with great people. But why UCF, man? I just came down on my visit. I just got done this past weekend, and really didn't tell nobody. I'm not too big of a media guy unless I have to be. But man, it was fun, man. I had like the time of my life this weekend, and
You got a little pup there? You got a little dog over there?
yeah, I got.
Let's see him. What's her name?
His name is King.
King. Okay. Awesome. Thought I heard a little dog there and stuff. So what was the visit like? I mean, is it kind of like high school? Like, what did you guys do? Like, how was it different from a high school visit, or was it kind of the same? And just how did the weekend go?
The weekend was so much fun, man. I really enjoyed myself this weekend, and like I was explaining before, I think we got disconnected. I keep getting disconnected, I think.
You're there. I got you. I hear you.
Um, I got there when I first pulled in. The coaches they greeted me with open arms at the door. Like literally every single coach was at the door greeting me. And I feel like it's a tad bit different because coming out of high school, you only got your high school film. No one knows how you're gonna do on the next level and stuff like that. So being a transfer and having film and being the person that I am, it was a tad bit different, and you felt the energy. Everything was just different. It was a lot of energy. There's a lot of things that I like within the program and the things that I seen. I didn't see much, but I feel like they showed me everything. Like they showed me as much as they could, and the good, bad, and the ugly. Like they showed me They didn't hide nothing from me. Nothing was a secret. Coach Will invited me to his place, and man, went to Coach Gus' place as well. Man, it was just all loving, and I mean, my family loved it, and I loved it.
Yeah. So what was it like kind of getting to know T Will? I know you said you had those initial conversations on the phone. He met with you before the visit, but I mean, how was it kind of getting to know him in person? You know, sit down, talk about, you know, the defense, that relationship you're going to build with him. How was that part of it? How much did you like getting to know T Will?
Oh, I loved it, man. It was pretty much T Will trying to get to know me more than me trying to get to know him. He asked me a lot of questions, man. He's just the kind of guy that just wants to get to know you and your family, and you know, before you commit to him, he gonna show you, he gonna tell you what it is and what it ain't. You know, he gonna be real with you, and that's kind of the thing that I love. I need someone that a lot to me. That needs somebody to tell me the half truth. I need somebody to tell me the full truth. You know what I'm saying, from every aspect. And I think that T. Will is he a man of his word, and I mean, just being around his family, his wife and his kids. Like not a lot of men even let you come around their wife and kids. You know what I'm saying? Invite you to into their home. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I was just so appreciative of that, and man, Coach T. Will is just different, man. You know, he's just different. You know, great person, great background. Played in the NFL, played at Auburn. You know, and then the greatest thing about it was just talking to his former players and just hearing the things that his former players was talking about. Man, nobody even talked about football, and that was kind of like my biggest attachment to Coach T. Will. Nobody even mentioned anything about him coaching, about him calling plays, about him being an analyst or GA, and none of that stuff, man. None of his previous players mentioned that. And I mean, man, they all talked about how good of a person he was, and I think as a player in the transfer portal, I think that's what you should look for. You know what I'm saying? A person, like people, human beings. Because no matter the profession, man, you gotta be able to build connections and sustain those connections. Because football don't last forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very thorough and down to earth guy, knowing that every opportunity as far as like going to the NFL is not guaranteed. You know, my next game, whatever it be, practice, it's not guaranteed. So, I mean, you got to build those connections and attach to people and love on those people while you got them. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what attached me to T. Will, man. None of his players really talked much about football when I talked to him. They all talked about their relationships and like KJ Britt, for example. That I mean, Coach T. Will was at the day he got the call from Tampa Bay and going through that whole process of getting drafted and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Watching the videos that Coach T will show me, man, that stuff was like heartwarming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actually, on the tears. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it kind of gave me the chills, bro. Because like one day I'm gonna be in those shoes. You know what I'm saying? And he's the kind of guy that's gonna help me get there. You know. So, I mean, Coach T will just different. I can't wait to continue to build a relationship with him and get to know him. You know what I'm saying? As a person, as a coach, as a father, as a husband. You know, just get to know him, and he's gonna get to know me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah. So what did they talk about? Like, you know, how you'd fit into the defense? Like what were those conversations like? Did he kind of, you know, show you, you know, how you can make an impact right away?
oh yeah, he told me that, man. He wouldn't have called my phone if he know I had 1 year left and he knew that where I was trying to go. Or at least he had the idea, and he told me that I got the talents and I got the tools to get there. You know what I'm saying? So he just told me like, hey man, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I'm gonna tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie. You know what I'm saying? So man, he said, I know what you're looking for. You're looking for, a place to come into play. He said, we got that for you. You know what I'm saying? He told me that you're looking to go to the next level. He said, we got that opportunity for you, man. So he just basically just told me, man, like, the linebacker room was pretty much open, and either way it goes, they needed a leader. They needed a leader of the defense. Not saying they don't have leaders. The UCF guy has a lot of leaders from watching them play this last game against USF. They have a lot of really great leadership. So he just told me, man, like, opportunity is there. It's just for me to seize it and take advantage of it, honestly. So that was just pretty much it.
Yeah, so you have 1 year left. I know when you played in 2018, I think you only played in 3 games or something. I didn't know if there was a medical red shirt in there. So you have 1 more year left to play?
Yes, sir. I never redshirted my whole entire season at USF. My freshman year, I played special teams, and I played that with my heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Special teams was probably one of the funnest things to play. it's just important as offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? So I gave my heart out there on special teams my first 2 years.
Okay.
Became a starter, more of a starter my sophomore, junior year, and then senior year. So, yep, I had my redshirt year to use last year.
Okay. So that you have one more year. So who are the guys that you met? Other than the coaching staff and T-Will this weekend, did you have like a player host? I know Timmy McLean's over there, who I'm sure you're familiar with. Like, who did you hang out with from the UCF football team?
Oh man, I hung out with D lineman, also my frat brother, man. I spent so much time with him this past weekend, man. We were just chopping it up as men, as young men. You know what I'm saying? Just wanting to make a change in our family lives. You know what I'm saying? And man, we had so much fun, man. We had out with Josh, spent some time with him, man. We chopped it up and hung out for a while as well. I hung out with a lot of recruits as well. We was hanging out, chopping it up. I told the recruits, like, bro, I'm seeing everything that I want to see, and I went in with like a checklist. Like, okay, these are the things that I want to see within my recruitment process coming from other schools that's recruiting me. And I felt like I didn't have to take another visit. I didn't have to go see another school. A coach didn't have to come home, visit me, or nothing like that. I'm like, this is where I want to be at. So I started encouraging other recruits that was there to like, hey, come play with me, and we UCF, we need DBs. So there was a few DBs there, and I told them like, hey, man, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, who was it? Do you remember who you talked to? I knew there was a few guys. There was a wide receiver Christian Leary. I know you mentioned some DBs. Brian George from Texas A&M. There are a few other guys. Do you remember who you talked to, or there are some guys that maybe you think were receptive to your conversations about maybe joining you at UCF?
I don't want to give those guys.
Gotcha.
Not like that. So I'm a step away from that.
Okay, you're gonna plead the fifth for now, but I'm sure you're not gonna be the last one. The only one that commits from this past weekend. But how much did they talk about Big 12? I mean, that's exciting, obviously, for UCF. I know the schedule's maybe going to come out in the next day or two. They might have showed you the schedule and stuff, but it's a lot of big time teams. It's going to be an exciting season. Did that play a role in your decision to go to UCF?
100%. I just honestly, man, before I even went into the transfer portal, I just asked God for a bigger opportunity, a bigger platform to showcase my talents and everything like that. And man, so when I got the phone call from T-Will, it was all love and a lot of energy, and I just asked for a bigger stage, you know what I'm saying, a bigger stage to just play on, and that's what God gave me. There's no such thing as like the biggest stage. Of course, there's like bigger schools and stuff like that in UCF, but I just asked God for a bigger stage, a bigger opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And that's what He gave me, and that's all I asked for. I didn't wait to commit. I didn't wait till December or wait to the specific date. When I found out that that's what I wanted, I went ahead and I took my time, and I did not take no time. I went ahead and committed because that was everything that I wanted. That was everything that I seen. I liked. You know what I'm saying? And it was everything that I asked God for. So I mean, He didn't waste any time showing it to me, so I didn't waste any time committing to it.
So how did the actual commitment take place? Did it happen maybe when you're leaving the visit and you kind of meet with the head coach, Coach Gus, and you sit down in his office? Is that kind of when it happened, or did you come home and call him up? Tell us how that went and maybe what their reaction was.
All right. So funny, cool story. And I didn't even know I was going to do it during this time. I just knew like before I left the hotel, I had talked to my parents last night and told them like, hey, this is where I want to be at and stuff like that. So I went to sleep and I prayed on it before I made the final decision. And then I woke up this morning with a big old, like I really couldn't even sleep last night. That was really like the sign. I couldn't even sleep. It was like I couldn't wait to just tell the news to the world. So I woke up and we went to breakfast. Went to breakfast. I think it's called the Omelet Bar, not too far from campus, man. Y'all want to go to a breakfast place in Orlando? The Omelet Bar was amazing. But there was like some UCF administrators like right next to our table, and every time we sat down and ate, we blessed the food, and that was another big thing that coaches of faith. That was another thing I was looking for within my recruitment process. But we sat down and I said, you know what, I'm going to bless the food. So I started praying. And then the last things I just said, like, it was like, hey, God, just protect me through this recruitment process and can you continue to guide me? And then I was like, let these coaches know that this is where I want to be. And it was amen after that, and all cheers and happy, and my mom started crying, and the table next to us started cheering, and they was like, he committed, we got a new commit and stuff like that. So I mean, like the whole restaurant started clapping, and like the waitress, I mean, like everybody. So you can just tell like the fan base is just crazy, and it's amazing. So I mean, everyone literally the whole entire restaurant congratulated me, and said thank you, and they can't wait till I get on campus and stuff like that. But that's just about how it went, and there was everybody, the coaches and stuff like that was like that was pretty smooth. They never had a commitment like that. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it was through prayer. So I wouldn't want to.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, was UCF your first visit that you've taken through this process? Did you visit any other schools, or were you getting ready to visit some other schools, or what were the other schools that had offered you through this process?
I was indeed going to visit other schools, and other schools were coming to visit me. As I was going on my visit, I was kind of the more I started liking it, the less I started talking to other coaches and stuff like that, because I didn't want to come visit other schools and not, you know what I'm saying, go like waste my time or waste their time. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I was talking to so many coaches and in contact with so many, man. It was crazy. Southern Cal and Berkeley, Mississippi State was their linebackers ended up coming back. So they called me like the morning before I went on my official visit and told me that their linebackers was coming back. That was kind of like my top school that I wanted them, UCF, Southern Cal, and Berkeley. So um, man, once I went on a visit and seen everything to the light, man, I didn't waste no time, and I didn't want to waste other coaches' time either. You know what I'm saying? So
Gotcha. Are you hearing it though from your teammates? I mean, I saw one of them tweet at you this afternoon, and you kind of responded back. I mean, what's that? I got being a little bit awkward, or what have you heard from the guys at South Florida?
I mean, from the guys that I know, that's my guys. They called me and congratulated me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, pretty much everybody called me and congratulated me. They proud of me and stuff like that. And my biggest thing, I thank God we ain't got to play USF no more. I mean, we don't have to play them this year, so or any more period. And that was like another big thing for me. Like, oh, I'm gonna leave this school and we gonna play on. I'm like, snap. So I mean, my heart is with USF, man. I got my undergraduate degree. I'm honestly working on my master's right now. I probably don't wish nothing. I'll just pray for them. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been nothing but good to that university, to the fans, especially to the community. I love that community. And I'm about to do the same thing in the Orlando community with community service and interacting with fans and doing all that great stuff. I'm going to be doing all that stuff. That's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean.
Yeah. That's really important too, because I was reading some of your background, and you volunteer. You've been active for years in the community. Helping. Okay. What are you wearing? What's that you're wearing right there?
This is the bird, the organized life, man. My frat brothers took me to this jail, and I'm like, I don't really know about going into a detention center, you know what I'm saying, with kids, stuff like that. But when I went in, man, I completely loved it. And I haven't stopped going back, man. And it's called the VerdCon. That's an organization. And Miss Haley, she's over it. I went down to there's places in Orange County, and Duval County, like different counties around the state where human beings go in and we give faith, we give hope to kids that made mistakes when they're kids. You know what I'm saying? Right. So a lot of people may judge those kids, and these kids are coming from bad backgrounds, no mom, no dad, no guidance and stuff like that. And all they need is just somebody to just talk to them and be there for them and listen to them and just guide them. You know what I'm saying? Is what we all need. We all need mentors in life and football, whatever it may be. So, I mean, I love kids. I love the youth. And this 2022 was my word of the year was purpose. I wanted to figure out my purpose in life, my purpose in serving my community, my purpose in being on a football team, my purpose in meeting this person and building connection with that purpose. I mean, with this person, I wanted to find out my purpose within everything that I did, man, everything. So I feel like God called my calling in life is to give back to the kids, man, to the youth. Yeah. That's the most important thing in this world are the kids. So
yeah, what do you think is your future career path? I mean, obviously you want to try to get to the NFL, but I mean that's not going to last forever. Do you have, obviously you're active, and what you said, you like working with kids and everything. Like, do you have a future career path beyond football that you might be interested to pursue?
Yes, sir. So I'm getting my master's in Master's of Science, Entrepreneurship, and Applied Technology. USF is ranked number 9 in the country by Pristine Review in that graduate program. So I'm working on that. But I want to answer your question. I want to be a business owner, not just one business, but businesses. I want to own the world. I want to conquer everything in life. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of guy I am. I just don't want to do one thing. I don't want to do it all. I want to do everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what Coach T loved about me, as far as like the football aspect. I want to talk. I want to set the front. I'm gonna talk. Like I told him, like I'm gonna talk. He was like, I know. I'm seeing you on film. You lining people up, doing this and the third. So that's just who I am, man. So I want to create businesses, and then with that, I have time where I can do what I want. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing, I want to create my own nonprofit. I already created my own LLC and stuff like that, where I can handle my business and businesses that I'm going to create. I have a clothing brand already. I have this. It is right here. This is my brand, one of my hats. And I have another
Okay.
picking up. So, I mean, actually, I'm gonna put this on.
Yeah, put it on, man.
This my
What's it called? Like big play?
Big Play 5. Big Play 5.
Big play 5. I got you. Okay. So I get to wear 5. Is five the number? Is UCF going to have that available for you next year?
They're not, and I'm not even wanting to come in and take it from nobody. I don't want to compete. I like to give guys their respect. You know what I'm saying? And that's the things that staying at USF it taught me with transfers come in and stuff like that. It was pretty difficult, but one thing that God taught me, I feel like this past year, was to have respect. No matter what, man, you got to have respect for people and respect people. So with guys that's just been there, guys that's been there longer than me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going in having utmost respect for those guys. So I'm not coming in asking coach to, hey, I want to challenge him for number 5. Nope. Coach, whatever available, I'm willing to take it. Care less about the number. Let's grind. You know what
I
I'm saying?
got you. So what are your goals for next season? You get to UCF, you got one more year left. You got to make it count. I know everyone's excited, like we just talked about, going to the Big 12. What do you want to try to accomplish in your final season of college football?
I want to be the most known person on I-4. I got all the connections in Tampa. I'm about to go to UCF for 1 year and build as many connections as I can, affect as many people's lives as I can. And that's honestly like my goal. Honestly, obviously football is, all conference, all that stuff. Like, yes, those are my goals. But in the grand scheme of things, in the bigger picture, I want to build as many connections as I can. I want to, if I can start organizations there, affect the school and leave my legacy in just 1 year. I'm going to do it. Not even a year, 8, 9 months. I'm going to do it. So any way possible that I could leave a legacy, affect people's lives, build relationships, build connections, I'm there for it. So that's my big picture goal.
Yeah. So what can UCF fans expect when they see you on the field next year? Like, what are your trademarks? What are you known for? What's your style of play?
Hey, man, I'm going to leave my heart out there every time. Win, lose, draw. I don't care what the score is. I don't care if we're winning by 60 or losing by 60. I'm going to be out there playing the same, man. I told the coaches that as well as the few players that I met. Like, bro, I'm going to give y'all boys all I got. Like, that's the only way I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I don't know how to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give them everything that I got. So I mean, my boy Nation, Nice Nation. Hey, listen to me, man. I'm finna give y'all everything that I got these last few months, man. I got 1 more year to showcase my talent to get to the next level, and that's what I'm gonna do. So, wish you guys come out and support us. I want to see what the bounce house hitting on. You know what I'm saying? With the UCF Nice jersey on. I want to see Nice Nation. I want to see all the love. I want to feel it all. So, man, I'm gonna give y'all all I got. Man, I'm gonna empty the tank every down, every play. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna expect love from y'all. 3rd down, I'm gonna need to hear it. 3rd down, I'm gonna need to hear it. So, man, just expect everything that's in my tank. Nice Nation. I'm gonna leave it out there for y'all, man. For my teammates, for my coaches, for the fans, for the community. I'm gonna leave it out there every play.
That's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate it, Antonio. I appreciate you talking to me these last few minutes. Exciting day for you. Congratulations on the decision to be a UCF Knight.